Welcome to the Order xPorter app tutorial. Where you're going to want to start for this is in your shop. So just head to your shop's dashboard and create a new tab. Then you're going to want to put that tab to exports.eshopadmin.com. That's the URL for our app. And so you'll be redirected to this install screen. So what we're going to need now is your shop URL. So head back to your shops tab and select your URL like so. Right click, click copy. Go back to the other tab, click on the URL box, right click, click paste, and just make sure that you've got the URL without any slashes or anything like that. And then you're going to want to hit install when you're ready. So when you click install, you're going to see this agreement here, which basically just states that our app is in free beta and you won't really be charged for anything. That's really all it's saying. So if you agree to this, which presumably you will, hit OK, and we can get on with the next step. Okay, so now we just need to basically state what we're going to do to your shop. We're just going to read a bunch of data from your shop so that we can provide you with spreadsheets, and that you have to agree to that. All right, so once you've agreed to everything, you're now redirected to the subscriptions page. So you have to basically get a subscription, a bronze, gold, or platinum plan. They're all relatively similar. Bronze is a little more limited, but since it's less expensive. But since this is a test charge and you won't be billed, you might as well go for the gold plan to see all the features of the app. So basically when you've selected the plan you want, hit add subscription, and you'll be redirected to a page where Shopify needs you to approve the charge and just verifies that this is indeed a test charge. All right, so once you've accepted the charge, basically you can cancel the charge at any time, even though it's a test charge. You could do this also when the charge is a real charge, when the app is released. Anyway, so you'll see a bunch of tabs at the top. I'm going to show you first the feedback tab. So the feedback tab is basically how you contact us without sending an email. Basically, you just want to fill in the form with a subject and a body and tell us, if you've had a bad experience, if you want us to fix anything, we'll get on it as soon as possible. It's just your way to tell us what's going on. Now the settings tab. The settings tab is where it all happens, really. It's where you basically create a template for you to generate a report from. So let's make a template called Product Templates Updated Monthly. This is going to show us a list of all the products and all their various properties that have been updated in the last month. So we want to choose Updated At, which is the default for our template specification. We're going to choose all our products. So we want all the fields from products and their various variants. And basically this will give us all the data on all the products and the variants in our store that have been updated recently. So now that we've created this product templates updated monthly, we want to generate a report from it. So let's go to the reports tab. And now you want to type in the report name that you want to generate. So I'm going to type in January report because I want to generate, all the products that have been updated in January. So I'm going to select the dates as being the 1st and the 31st of January from start to end. And I'm going to hit generate. And so you can see I get a report. So let's click on the download the report and see what we get. Just opens up, Excel or LibreOffice, whatever you're using to open spreadsheets. And so you see here, now you have a list of all your products that have been updated in the last month, all the fields related to them. Their tags, their create dates, their variant options, variant quantities, variant updated, all sorts of stuff like that. Everything's there. Right. So this is kind of, a bit ugly. It's not really... it's not really formatted the way we want. It's kind of got hyphenated names and stuff, but we're going to get to that later. So here's a clearer product template. This is, a template we're going to use, and we're going to clean it up a little bit. We're going to make it look a little nicer using the features of our app. So you see, you can drag these fields back and forth to rearrange them in the spreadsheet. We also have a little checkbox there that lets you know what type of asset you're looking at, so you don't have to kind of look through all the fields. Whether it's a variant or a product, you'll know immediately what that row is. Anyway, so I'm just going to move all these fields around. I'm going to move the ones I want to the top. I'm just going to disable the other ones, though the ones that are enabled by default will always be above the ones that are disabled. The ones that are disabled obviously won't show. I'm just going to rename all these fields to something a little more, human-friendly. I could rename these fields to something that I have an application for that looks for them. But for now, let's just make it look like a human would like it. And so I don't really want every single field in any of my products, really. I mean, it's not really useful to me to know, whether something requires shipping sometimes, or, if how much I have left, or if it's taxable. What if I just want to know, what it looks like, what it is, and generally how much it costs. So, I'm gonna put a whole ton of stuff up top, and I'm gonna enable it all, and just renaming it all to make it look a bit nicer, like renaming everything, to be relatively a bit more reasonable. And I want to make sure, of course, I get all the options just to make sure I've got the exact right variant. So yeah, I'm gonna put the price, and here I'm just gonna enable every single field I want just by checking the checkbox. And yeah, let's make sure you enable every field, otherwise they won't, there won't be a creating report. So if you scroll down, you can just verify that everything is still checked and everything's good. So let's generate a report from this. So we're going to call it, I guess something like clear January report. So we just select the right template. We select January 1st to January 31st, just like we did before. And we hit generate. So now we have another report here, which you can click on. Let's download it. So yeah, we're going to open it up. And look, it looks much cleaner, much better. We can fit it all on one screen. We see exactly what everything is. We have all the important information we need in a report that's generated in a clear and concise way. And that's really the strength of our product, So thirdly, we're going to generate an automatic report. So let's say you have a business and you would like to generate a report for your sales team. So, and you want to do it monthly. So let's just, set the generate once every 30 days. I'm going to put it to my email I'm going to add it, and then I'm going to just put in a simple email subject, something like, oh, your report's ready, or something along the lines of your automated, report of orders is ready, and then I'm going to put, an email body for whatever. You can put whatever you really want in there. It really doesn't really matter. You can use HTML. There's no limits on that. Everything really works. So I'm just going to fill in the description, the body field here, and you want to make sure that you check it, probably at least one of those boxes. So email a link and email a copy of the spreadsheet set as attachments, just because you want to have them in your email. You want to have them ready. So we're going to select all our orders. All our order fields, and so you see we now have all our fields selected, and from here we basically just have to wait. All right, so yeah, you just have to wait a bit. I'll just cut the video there so we can cut out the waiting time. So you'll see that when you go to reports, after you've waited a minute or two, you'll see an automatic report that's been generated. That's one step, that's one thing. It's also been emailed to us. So I'm just going to open my mail client and check my email and see, there you go. We just got an email with all our stuff. We have a link to the report. We have an attachment. Let's open our attachment so you can see, it's a spreadsheet just like the other ones. It includes all the information. We click on the link, we get a nice token. You don't even have to log in. You get a zip with all your spreadsheets in it. And you double click on any particular spreadsheet and there you go, it's there for you. It's in your email, we'll save it on our servers, no problems. So let's just close all this. Yeah, the reports interface is, it's relatively straightforward. If you want to delete things, you can click on the X, gets rid of reports. Once they're gone, so we don't save them around. But, if you want to clean up, this will paginate after about 10 templates, so it's easy to do. You can see all the fields just by clicking on each individual. We have customers, articles, blogs. We saw products before, but you can do variants, you can do options, you can do images. You can see all sorts of things on them. You can do orders. Orders is pretty deep. They have line items, tax lines, shipping lines, discount codes, note attributes. And line items have properties, of course, and you can export all these to a single spreadsheet. And you can make it as clear or as as complicated as you want. It's all up to you. You can delete templates just by clicking on the X. Thank you for watching this demonstration of eShop xPorter by eShop Admin.